going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing very well. Before I start the video, I just want to thank you. I just want to thank everybody that has been watching my videos, subscribing, the comments, and just spreading the message. It's incredibly humbling, you know, that I just started back on the flow, and I've gotten so much positive feedback and things I need to tweak. And I really appreciate all you guys for supporting the channel, and I hope to bring you more content and keep growing with you guys. With that being said, today, Bernie, huge rally in Brooklyn College. At least 13,000. They haven't got the official word out, but I saw a couple of numbers. It was either between 13,000 and 15,000 people at this rally. Incredible speakers. I'm going to do a video on Nina's speech. Nina Turner's speech was absolutely amazing. I got to be honest, I teared up a couple of times during the speech because she's such a powerful speaker. But I'm going to give you a short clip here about Bernie Sanders, and he's really going to hit Trump, and he's going to talk about a few things that he didn't talk about the first time he ran for president. Let's watch.
Unlike Donald Trump, who shut down the government and left 800,000 federal employees without income to pay their bills, I know what it's like to be in a family that lives paycheck to paycheck. Now, it is true, I did not have a father who gave me millions of dollars to build luxury skyscrapers, casinos, and country clubs. I did not come from a family that gave me a $200,000 allowance every year beginning at the age of 3. As I recall, my allowance was 25 cents a week. But I had something more valuable. I had the role model of a father who had unbelievable courage in journeying across an ocean with no money in his pocket to start a new and better life. I did not come from a family of privilege that prepared me to entertain people on television by telling workers, "You're fired." I came from a family who knew all too well the frightening power employers can have over everyday workers. I did not come from a family that could afford to send my brother and me to an elite boarding school. In fact, I was educated proudly in high-quality public schools here in Brooklyn, and began my higher education right here on this campus. I should also mention that my brother Larry graduated from Brooklyn College. I did not come from a family that taught me to build a corporate empire through housing discrimination. I protested housing discrimination, was arrested for protesting school segregation, and one of the proudest days of my life was attending the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom led by Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
With that speech tells you that, for me personally, he's not holding back, really. He's not holding punches. He didn't hold back in that speech. You know it's going to be run, and he's going to get to him, President Trump. he really is not holding back at what he's saying this time. And he really focused in that clip on telling people that he fought against segregation. He was arrested for segregation. He chained himself fighting segregation. And his the fight of the Civil War for civil rights. He's really hitting on it in this campaign to remind people that he's just not some person that just talks about it. He lived it. He went through it, and he's making his business to remind everybody that he's been fighting for this since he's been an adult, most likely an adult. He said about 19 years old in this clip. Says that he was about 18, 19 years old in college. He's been protesting this, fighting for this, and spreading his message and going into public office. He's been doing the same thing ever since he got into politics. He's been fighting for the little guy. He's been fighting for the person that doesn't have a voice. And the reaction to the crowd obviously loved him. They loved all the speakers. Like I said, Nina brought down the house. Jane Sanders, his wife. Hopefully, let's see what happens. She might be the next first lady. They went absolutely bananas for her when she spoke. And she had a great little speech talking about how they met, and they both grew up in Brooklyn. And it was a great speech, but I want to show you this one because obviously this is about Bernie Sanders. And my take from it was a great kickoff. Massive people were. I wanted to go, but I skipped my work. I couldn't move pieces around for me to take off, so I was not able to go. But I really am looking forward to the next time he comes to New York. But yeah, there was a line all the way down. I saw videos about 7 o'clock in the morning, and there was a line waiting to get in. It was, the RSVPs were flowing in. I mean, tremendous amount of RSVPs when they were making this event, and it got tremendous coverage, at least in social media anyway. It was trending, and people were watching the videos, commenting, and watching the live feeds. So yeah, all in all, this is a great startup. Big crowd, great message. And the funny thing was, if anybody saw the reaction, MSNBC had a reaction just after the whole rally stopped, and the host of the show, I forgot who was the name of it, but there was an African American girl host. She was a contributor. She got called out because they're on screen and you can see your face, and she got called out that she was rolling her eyes during the speech. And she was saying, well, you have to understand, I was a Hillary Clinton's, I worked for Hillary Clinton and I was a supporter of hers. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? I was just like, really? You're really that salty that you can't move forward and try to say, okay, let's try to get somebody else, or even if it's not Bernie or Tulsi or Elizabeth Warren, you can't get past that. The message that he's trying to say is trying to help people. But regardless, I just wanted to share that with you. It was very exciting. The next rally, I will be there in New York, and I will either do a live feed or I will definitely record, and I will send you the footage. And then so you can see for yourself. It was a humongous crowd. The pictures looked amazing. I sent one of the full picture, and I sent it to the Washington Post on Twitter, basically saying, yeah, this really looks like a one-hit wonder, because I said that a couple of like 2 weeks ago when he first announced his presidency. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to keep this going too long, but I hope if you haven't caught it, I think CNN or all the outlets have some clips. Check them out; they're really good. And Nina Turner's speech was absolutely amazing. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Let's see, Bernie 2020 started off with a bang. Peace.